Hi, my name is Barbara Harrington. Today's date is March 17th, 2018. This is part 2 of our lab with our dilutions and plate counts. So, about 48 hours ago, we had inoculated these agar plates with the S. cerevisiae bacteria that we grew from the yeast packet in our lab pack that we got sent to us in the mail. What we did is once we made the S. cerevisiae yeast, we made dilutions from, this is the least diluted to the most diluted. So we took from 10 to the negative 1, which was the most diluted of the 6, and then we took 0.2 mLs sample from there after adding the yeast to the 10 to the negative 2, swirl that a little bit, then we pipetted 0.25 mLs from the 10 to the negative 2, and then carried over to 10 to the negative 3, and so on all through 10 to the negative 6. What we were trying to find is the CFUs, which is the colony forming units. What was interesting with this week is I was predicting originally that 10 to the negative 6, since that's the most diluted, that would have the least amount of colonies, but as you can see here, it actually had a good amount of colonies, viable colonies, compared to 10 to the negative 5. When we were counting the colonies, anything more than 300 colonies was called too numerous to count, so TNTC, and anything less than 30 was too few to count, which was TFTC on our lab packet. The sample that I chose, the agar plate that had the most viable colonies for me to count, was the 10 to the negative 6, which again was a agar plate I was not expecting this week. So you can see the differences between all 6 of these plates. Once I counted the colonies, I then chose 10 to the negative 6 because that had the most viable colonies, and found out my CFU, my colony forming units per ml, which ended up being 1.12 times 10 to the 9th, which comes out to a very large number you see right here, 1,120,000,000 CFU to the mLs. Thanks for tuning in this week, and I'll see you next week.